Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek, and we are back with another episode of the Banner Saga. So, without further ado, let's just kind of jump right back in here and see what we have going on with our group. So, last time we were introduced to war, and war was it was pretty interesting. We definitely had some tough battles to get through, but that's okay. What is this guy? Obsidian ring. Ooh, +2 strength. Alright, well, let's, first of all, let's see who we can all promote, because it is, I would say, definitely worth promoting everyone that we can. Let's see, so that is break. That is going to be, like, a really important skill to have, is basically what I'm realizing here. Break is like deceptively important because of the way the system works, basically, with how we basically have to attack their what was I gonna say, the armor, because if we don't, we're kind of in trouble. We really just can't get much done without attacking armor, so that's pretty important. Okay, so we need 3 days of rest there. I would kind of rather get Iric in here. Let's see, maybe not. I don't know, that's kind of a tough choice. I am going to rest a couple days, definitely, though, before heading out. Besides, it'll be good for my morale. Might as well just rest for all 3 days. So now if I go to my heroes, good, everyone is ready to go. So, we will go ahead and leave. Cool. Sorry about that, just a little bit of business to take care of there at the beginning of the episode. With the village still a day away, you're eating on the march. A Varl approaches. We had words earlier, says Gris. You recall him claiming that he didn't care for your command. You were right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side. Pride hangs on his posture and sincerity in his eyes. I will say you've got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. You tell him to report to Mogr. I don't sit in the back lines. Make a mistake and you'll get your head caved in. Nobody'll lose sleep over it. He nods and goes to speak with Mogr. Sorry about my little Eminem reference there. Couldn't help it. You're close enough to hear Dredge rattling through the buildings below. Pull them out of the house, as Mogr suggests. Slag just can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in an open field. Sure, let's do it. We'll take the fight to them. You send your shield bangers forward to get their attention. Before long, the Dredge have gathered, ready for a fight. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. Fight seems inevitable. Yeah, okay, cool. I guess we'll just go ahead and do the same thing that we've been doing. I don't know, that seems to be working well for us so far, I think. Oh, so now we've got Gris. Well, is there, like, a particular advantage for why I'd want Gris over Bercy? That's kind of a good question. I guess I'll take Gris, though. I'll try it. I'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I'm running into the same complications that I always feel when I'm playing, like, Final Fantasy Tactics or Fire Emblem. Is that I get too many characters and you can't use them all every battle, so some characters kind of have to just get ignored a little bit. Ooh, weird formation here. Okay, well this is definitely getting moved around because we don't want the guys that we need to protect. I much prefer, like, yeah, that looks like a good formation for me. Alright. Alright. Oh, cool. I got +2 wind power. Willpower? Wind power. What is this, Avatar? Power of wind. Earth, air, water, fire. Captain Planet. Sorry, I'm just like breaking out all the references today. Boom! Yeah. You know, this game is really making me want to kind of learn more about Vikings. I sadly don't really know that much about Vikings, and I probably should. I feel like I should know more. Oh, that, wow. That stinks. I didn't mean to do... I wouldn't have done that if I had known that that was only going to do one. Battering ram. What does battering ram do? Oh, so I can't actually use that. Alright, well, I will just attack the armor then. Attack the armor. Oof. Ouch. Okay, I'm just gonna move him here and just have him wait. Okay, not too bad. Oh, I know what I can do. I can go like this and I can do my slag and burn thing. And I should be able to get both of them. Yeah! Yeah! That is what we're talking about right there. Boom. Nice. One of the big guys down already. That's exactly what we want to see. Oof. Big hit. Oh no, I wasn't thinking about that. That was silly. What can I attack him for? Oh, nice. I can just finish him off. Boom. That is how we do here. Alright, so we're just gonna start chipping away at this dude's armor. Oh yeah, I was not really thinking about that. And I should have been. But I will, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Boom! Yep, continue chipping away at the armor. Okay. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna do my nice little impale move. Love that move. It's really good. Damn you. Let's see, can I hit anyone from here? Well, I guess I can do that at least. That'll hit him a little bit. Yeah, got a couple damage off. Oh, and he like walked right through it too. That's awesome. Unfortunately, I lost my one dude there. I never remember that guy's name. Okay, we'll just come hang over here. Man, alright, well if I have the, if I have an option, I will not be... Dang. What I was going to say is if I have an option, I will not be fighting more. Because we have lost far too many people this run. This battle, I suppose. Like, everyone's going to be injured. Okay. Gotta start chipping away at that armor. And let's see, can I... Yep, I can just finish him off. Alright. So, I'm going to pull back. Okay, at least we didn't lose too many that run. Okay, bodies blanket the area as though the snow itself had turned black and red. You walk between clusters of survivors taking account of your warriors. Eventually you cross paths with Mogre. This was a tough one, he says. Hope we don't face worse the further we go, but this could be a hint of things to come. You nod. Let's check out that village. The wounded are gathered, and you head towards what is left of the village ahead. Ooh, man, that was definitely a tough one. Alright, you wander through the small village where there had been a cacophony of battles before. Now an eerie silence hangs over the place. Bodies of dredge and villagers make a macabre path to houses that have been ripped apart as if by a tornado. Ursa stops in her tracks. Hear that? She all but whispers. It sounds like crying. Soon you discover a trapdoor partially hidden partially hidden by a carpet. Open the hatch. A woman's scream dies in her throat at the sight of a Varl instead of dredge. Men and women both are huddled together. A baby cries on her mother's shoulder. They are clearly awed to see so many warriors. What do we do now, they ask. I'm gonna send escorts. You gather a handful of warriors to send back with the frightened villagers. With the path already cleared behind you, they shouldn't find too much trouble along the way, but you'll miss their strength in battle. Excuse me, I'm gonna get a drink for just a second. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Eirik watches. I almost feel guilty about this, he says. I know, Strand. Even if they make it in one piece, the locals will tear them apart. Not literally, of course, but, well, maybe literally. I might join them. I will say, go if you wish. Then I will, he says. He throws on his pack and soon catches up to the refugees. Okay. It's unfortunate, but that's what had to happen. Let's see here. Might as well just get all the supplies that I can. So what is up with this? 1 will per turn. Yeah, I think I am going to buy that. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's go to our hero's tent. Oof, man. Got a lot of resting to do. But fortunately, I'm gonna spend a lot to do it, but dang, I wish I could, but I can't. How do I cancel? Let's see. Oh man, I can't even do him either. Let's see here. Okay, what does this require? It requires level 3. So I guess we'll give it to Hagon. Okay, so I'm then going to rest for 3 days. I mean, that was kind of the big reason that I bought the supplies, as I knew that I would be needing rest. And then we will get out of here. Alright. Man, these battles are just getting harder and harder. You hear a shout echo in the wind, a standard Varl greeting. A caravan of Varl are heading your direction, probably a few hundred in total. You meet them halfway. Cool. Maybe some of them will join me. You must be with Vogner. Vogner didn't make it. You're serious. It's getting grim out here, but didn't expect that. You're flying the Schlid banner. What, is that gonna be Schlid or is that gonna be Sklid? I don't know. I'm never really sure how to pronounce a lot of this stuff. If you know, let me know in the comments how I'm supposed to be pronouncing some of this. What's happening? Isn't Ulfar in charge there? I'm Fasold. Ulfar's still in Schlid. He needs, in case he needs to be. He sent me to meet Vogner. Well, you. We've seen nothing happening in Schlid yet. What do you mean? No dredge. They never come through Schlid. They're all pouring out of Ridgehorn. We only just found out about it. One group went that way, we came here. Ridgehorn? The fort on the bay? That place has been abandoned for hundreds of years. Yeah, maybe that's why they're here. By all accounts, it looks like another damned invasion. Luden forces his way into the conversation. Wait a godless minute. What did you do? Careful now. You be careful. When did you start? You think men don't remember history? The long banner hangs in Arborang. The Second Great War nearly screwed us all. What did you do this time? Who the Fane is this? I'll just say nobody. No one to worry about anyway. Luden's head swivels in your direction, eyes wide. He seems uncertain whether to be insulted or threatened. Insulted. I just kind of read both of those at the same time. What orders did Ulfar give you, Fasolt? I'm supposed to offer any support you need. I've got 330 Val behind me, and Ulfar wants to know what's happening at Ridgehorn. What's your plan? We're going to Ridgehorn, you take Luden to Grotfine. Are you insane? He just had an army of dredge pouring out of that throat. Go on to Grotfine then, Prince. Having your blood on my hands would be worse than doing nothing. This shuts Luden up for a moment. You can see the battle raging in his head. He looks desperate for safety, but he didn't expect to flee like a coward. He expected you to come along. He glances at his men. We're already this far. If this is the Varl's doing, I'll know of it, and so will my father. Besides, you need my help, and my fighters. If I go, so do Ursa and Bercy. Luden's unexpected flip-flop catches you like a swift kick to the shins. Mogr can't contain a chuckle. Ha! The prince has courage. I'm just gonna say, do whatever you like, Luden. Paint me the villain, Hakon? What do I care? I'm sick of being the only one to do as he pleases in this alliance. These are Vara lands. We're facing an army of dredge. How much do you expect? How much experience do you have in these matters? True, mankind has never provoked them into a war. You're going for a third. Is taunting the dredge into genocide a game for your kind? I'll just walk away. You curse and threaten pandemonium. The prince has chosen to be no responsibility of yours. If Luden stays, so do Fasolt's warriors. They join the caravan. Oof. Yeah, that like really messes up our days of supplies because of that. Mogr finds you, this time in a hurry. I found out what's wrong with the sick Varl, he says, clutching his gut. Ate some of it myself, he says. Food's not poisoned, but it is spoiled. Bad fish, and getting more so. Ugh, wish I didn't just think about that. We must have got it from the merchants back near Verdfell, he says. Mixed in with the good stuff. Could have messed up as much as half our supply. What do you want to do? Guess dump everything that could be unsafe. Mogr nods, pointing out that it's a massive portion, and adds, I don't think they did it on purpose, for what it's worth. The tainted food is tossed down a hill where it won't attract attention. Mogr returns, saying, taken care of, but we've got a lot of ill fighters, at least 40 at the moment. What do you want to do about them? Tell them to avoid fighting until they recover. Mogr goes on to spread the word, damned careless merchants. You hope this will be the end of it. Man, so that even cut our supplies more. It was like 6 days worth of supplies that we just had to throw out. It is kind of crappy. The hike approaching the Godstone is murder. You recall how most Godstones were built on hills overlooking other Godstones so that travelers could follow them and find their way between cities. It does nothing to ease your pains. Dredge, shouts Mogr near the front of the caravan. Suddenly black rocks are whizzing past your head. What the hell is this, you shout? Mogr shakes his head. A stone slams into the shield of a nearby Varl, exploding in a flash of light and razor-sharp fragments. Get behind the shield bangers, shouts Mogr, as you approach for a fight. Okay, well, at least we are still outnumbering them. What does hold them off to? You consider making a wall and skirting the battlefield, buying enough time for you to help the weak and wounded make their escape. It's a risk, yours. Ooh. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. What happens if we just charge? Now, I think the way I've been doing it is probably the best. Formations, and then do that. Oh, and now we've got fast ult as well. Well, I think I'll just keep it at this. Keep the party I had last time. That seemed to be working out for me pretty well. Oh, so those are like the rock slingers. Okay, so I think I want that. Put him there. Kind of do that kind of formation. That looks good. Oh, and I can't quite reach him. Dang. So he will probably get the first attack on me. Nice thing with this guy though is he always retaliates. I'm not sure. It must be like a passive ability that he has that lets him do that. Boom. Let's see. Now I think my focus is still going to be this big guy. Just go ahead and whack on his armor a bit. Damn. It's a pretty beefy attack. Battering ram. Yep. Whoa, what? I thought that was supposed to do a lot more. Okay. I'm gonna do this impale move so that I can get something done to him. Then let's see. Yeah, maybe I want to do this slag and burn. I really do kind of like that move. I can do 6 to his armor just like that. Alright, well I was gonna spend a lot, but I knew I was gonna be getting one back for finishing him off, so it seemed worth it. Alright, just kind of beat on his armor some. It's a little weird that they get to move after... Holy cow, I didn't realize that she was already out. Okay, do this. I'll finish that guy off. And the rest of this should not be too bad. The only problem, of course, is that I'm never gonna be able to reach those guys. Oh man. Let's see here. Yeah, this is gonna take a lot of turns to get to these guys. Okay, at least this guy I can just get to like this. But that's not what I wanted. Yep, take out some more of that dude's armor. Head over here, and I should, yep, be able to just finish that guy off. And then he's gonna take him out, yep. Suppose I might as well just head all the way down here. Ah, oh, still can't quite reach it. Alright, well I'll just move here and wait then. Come down here, see if maybe... Yep, cool, I can just finish him off. There we go. Nice. I am going to pull back. Just because I was not doing great. I had already lost a couple people, so... What in the depths are these, you wonder, looking at the unusual dredge slingers? Nobody knows. Without warning, a deranged and half-dead slag stumbles out of the brush, throwing itself upon the yaks attached to a treasure cart. Surprised Varl pull weapons, but not before the whole cart slides off slick rock and a sheer drop, stopped suddenly by a low growl. The enormous metal wagon dangles precariously off a cliff. From the end swings a confused yak still tied to its reins. On top, the dredge hangs on tight, keeping the whole thing from plummeting over the side as Gunnulf, one hand white-knuckling the cart, the other wrapped around a tree trunk. I'm going to try to help Gunnulf get it up. That sounded really awkward. Get the cart up. Excuse me. You grab the cart and pull. You barely make any ground when the tree he's holding on to tears from the ground, dragging you with terrifying force toward the edge. Shout for others to help. Too late, the others lunge toward the cart just as it topples over the side. At the last moment you let go, but Gunnulf does not. No, cries the old Varl. The cart plummets and flips over rocks along the way, tossing its contents across the snow in a shower of golden gore. The yaks and the dredge are torn to shreds. Gunnulf lies motionless, his limbs displayed at unnatural angles. Following the shock of Gunnulf's death, you find yourself wondering why that dredge went after the yaks in the first place. Then you realize the bigger problem is the vast fortune now laying at the bottom of the cliff. Let's see. Your call, Ubin. What choice do we have, he mutters. Gunnulf is dead, anyone can see that. Even if we could gather up the gold, we've got nothing left, and we've got nothing to haul it. He sounds defeated, but resolute in moving on. You begrudgingly set off, leaving the grisly scene behind you. Well, that was really unfortunate. Now I kind of wish I had made my choices a little differently there. Dang. Nice, we got some cool music going now. Are we gonna have some voice acting? Seems like they might be leading us into a little voice acted scene. The caravan stops, Godstone looming overhead, for a short rest. The warriors are glad for it, and the stone gives you an ancient sense of being watched over, in a comforting way. Didn't help the bodies underneath it, though. The earth at the base of the Godstone is scarred like a struggle occurred. Merchants, no dredge. Encircling dangler are a variety of goods. A barrel of mead, who knows how old, loose silver, a statue made of soapstone, offerings to a dead god. Gather whatever you can, unfortunately. We'll need these more than the deceased, you remark. As others gather anything of use, you inspect the bodies. A glitter catches your eye. Around one man's neck, you fish out a gold necklace with 5 rings hanging loosely on it. Guess he didn't make it, you mutter. Take the necklace with the intent to return it. You toss the necklace to Moger and tell him to hang on to it. If anyone can be trusted, it's him. Don't know what made them think the Godstone would be safe, Moger grunts. We're completely exposed up here, he says. If we're going to rest, I think we ought to do it a little further away. Examine the Godstone. Dangler was always one of the favorites amongst men. God of good fortune. They believe he brought luck, wealth, or whatever else you wish you had, but couldn't get on your own. The word fortune has a lot of meanings. Eventually, you move on. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate, but we're in a situation that, especially because we just lost a bunch of supplies, as well as losing Gunnulf, we kind of have to, scavenge where we can. You know, you never really want to be the person to make that choice, which is why games like this are so interesting, because it makes you make that choice. Hey, we got some, I see some people down there. In the distance, you see smoke rising from the trees. Dredge aren't known for setting fires, says Moger, but it does get their attention. We'd use fires like that to lead them along in the Great Wars. Yeah, but they wised up to that after a while, interjects another warrior. Or it could be someone trying to get our attention, claims Fasolt. The other group from Slid were sent this way. No matter how you look at it, investigating will cost time. I'm going to send some Varl to take a look. Moger, send a few warriors to look, you say. They disappear over the hill and you keep a steady pace while you wait for them to return. They didn't reappear, well past the time it should have taken. Go yourself, ready for a fight. You take Moger and a dozen warriors with you. You shuffle past dozens of dead slag and Varl before the clearing opens up. Hundreds of Varl sit near the fire, including those you sent to investigate. One puffs on a pipe. Hakon, he greets you. Your warriors said you wouldn't leave them. He explains they had come from Schlid and were surrounded, then lit a fire when they spotted you. Sorry you had to miss the fight, he grins, as his warriors join your caravan. Nice. So we got a whole bunch of people at it. Of course, that messes up our days of supplies quite a bit. Moger comes to you privately. I've seen some of the warriors disappearing, he says. At first, thought it was just my imagination. Now I'm certain several have just gone missing. Mostly men, but some Varl too. Can't quite figure it out. If it's abandonment, you can't let it stand. Okay, let's see. Have Moger question the ones who have returned. I couldn't get a straight answer out of them, he says, on return, and others denied it outright. I can't question the humans directly, but I'll be damned if Luden doesn't have something to do with this. Speak with Luden. I ordered it, says Luden when you confront him. I sent my men to bring back gold from the cart you left behind. If you have a problem with your warriors joining them, maybe you should keep them under control. Insist he explain his actions. You left a pile of gold at the bottom of the hill, says Luden. What are the chances it'll still be there months from now? The only reason we aren't each carrying a share is because you don't trust us. Demand you turn over the loot. No, he says unflinchingly. Moger pulls you aside. He has no claim to the gold, but he takes no orders from us either. Like it or not, he's an equal. They'll repay us when this is over, and you'll look better for it. Luden folds his arms. Back down. You leave no doubt in Luden's mind that another stunt like this won't end peacefully. He shrugs indifferently. Alright, ooh, man. Your warriors demand a break. You halt the caravan with a sigh, but in all honesty, you're starting to feel the altitude and weariness yourself. Moger leans on a fallen tree, fiddling with a crust of bread. Getting colder, he says, staring into the distance. You can see Ridgehorn just start to peek around the mountains. A flock of ravens float across the sky towards the fort. We should follow those birds. Why? Without another word, Moger starts running toward the birds and tumbles over the cliff. Suddenly he's gliding through the air, flapping his arms for all they're worth. He swoops toward Ridgehorn before bursting into flames and plummeting into the tower, which crumbles like a log from a smoldering campfire. What? You think you've lost your mind? Then you wake up. You don't remember setting up camp or falling asleep in front of the crackling logs. What is going on, you mutter. Moger approaches you at the campfire. Hakon, did you see? He starts. Yeah. You both agree to keep it to yourselves. Holy cow. Alright, well, I guess I'll add in Fasold here. So... Oh, I have points available, huh? Oops. Guess I just wasn't going to spend those. Okay. I'm going to promote Hakon here. Let's see. I guess I should spend my points, huh? I was just saying. And nice, I've got just enough to promote Luden. And we will do that. Alright, and that will be that. So, good deal there. And I want to rest for a few days. Nice. Alright, and with that, I am going to call this an episode, just because this is a pretty good place to stop. A little shorter than the other episodes, but that's alright. So, as always, feel free to leave comments if there's anything that you'd like to comment on. Subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos every single day. And if you want to see more of the Banner Saga, please consider clicking the like button, because that lets me know that you like it, and it helps me out a lot. I appreciate everything that you do to help. So with all of that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.